iniquity is getting filled by the day, and we do not know it. How is it getting filled by the day? On a daily basis, we are becoming a country where greed is celebrated. We give men and women opportunity to serve, and they steal from us. We give men and women the opportunity to preside over our health services. They acquire expired drugs, and women die, and children die. We are accusing Adolf Hitler of Holocaust. That is Holocaust of another kind. We are giving men and women the opportunity to preside over our transport department. They take the money, compromise the quality of our roads, and men and women die on those roads. And then we say that that is not genocide. It is genocide. And those men claim to be Christians. We give men and women the opportunity to preside over our counties, and our nurses are on strike for 1 month, and our doctors are on strike for 1 month, and not the president, not the opposition leader, not any member of parliament talks about it, and we celebrate them because of our ethnicity. You, the Kikuyu, say Modo wa Nyuba. You, the Luo, say Oduadu. And you, the Kamba, say Osa Vinyamo Kamba. How can a country run that way? How can a country run that way? And we claim to be Christians, and we are so corrupt. We are destroying the next generation. And that is why James, in the book that was read at chapter 5, verses 1 to 8, tells and warns them that you oppressors, the gold and silver that you have acquired shall corrode. All these things that you have acquired that make you feel important, it is nothing. The great Alexander the Great, who had conquered half the known world before the birth of Christ, at his deathbed, instructed the doctors to prepare a coffin with his hands outstretched, that it may be known to the world that you came with nothing and you go with nothing. And he asked that the pallbearers be his doctors to tell the world that when death cometh, even the doctors cannot stop it. Yet in our vanity, we believe that when we acquire things, then we are immunizing ourselves from something. The last time I checked, greed is like drinking salty water. The more you drink, the more you want, but your thirst will never be sated. We have individuals in our communities, including ourselves, who engage in graft and corruption, either wittingly or unwittingly, but most of it is wittingly. And we celebrate these individuals. In Kenya today, when I look at the men and women in the opposition, when I look at men and women in government, and I remember that not so long ago I had the advantage of working in an organization that investigated them. I'm bound by the oath of secrecy, but I can generally say, I look at them and say, God save Kenya. God save Kenya. These are the individuals who will save Kenya. These are the individuals, the pharaohs who have acquired the garbs of Moses, cheating us that they are Moses and they are pharaohs in disguise. God save Kenya. The tragedy is that the Kenyans either do not know or do not care. But I suspect that they know, and they have simply...
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your... Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people who was people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not go. I said we tired with their lies, we tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with their speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not the corrupt. I said no one to trust. My people, no one to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they said they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then instead they delay. People suffer. No work, but people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not go corrupt. We tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie.
My fellow partisans, today, the day you meet the Messiah, the political savior who has come to take away darkness and shine light, who has come with a solution to our endless problems. He brings better infrastructure, roads connectivity, and better laws for our nation. I present to you the political Messiah.
I'm tired with this spider story. Citizens, sons of the soil who value your God above your future, your kinsman has come with dictions infected with contradictions to reap what he didn't sow. a seat in the house. And since you have sold this seed many times before, I know that with the few bags of rice I brought, your elders will make me the people's choice. In my platform, I promise to transform your lives with structural reform, lawmaking, oversight, and representation. But the people who printed that platform were making fun. See, I am here to promise you milk and honey, and in turn take away your hope and money. I will build you roads which will only link my house to my office. I will use your taxes to provide quantity education for the masses. Then send my children abroad for quality education, and count on me to improve your agricultural sector by turning the national covers into my power farm. And I will bring electricity into this city, but it will only serve me, myself, and I. Today, I am down to earth, the man of the people, but tomorrow you people will count light posts behind my convoy. Before my turn you ends, I will turn you from vibrant youth to noisy minority. Vote for me, and I will make you swallow your sweat. I swear, pull it in the hole. You will strike for your own salaries until you run crazy after accepting all my donations. What else do you expect me to do for this nation? I have already paid your pastors to pray over me, so that after elections I can pray on you. I have made your top musicians to sing my praises. Before I sing this country, I am corrupt to the core, and at least now you know. So please, place your future in these hands that I will use to take your cookies from the cookies jar. My colleagues and I will sweep your destiny under the carpet in committee room, and go on to turn every section into a market ground and keep this nation in constant recession with our actions. I am Delilah. I cajole you with lies, and you know, but my sweet tongue has taken away your sense of reason. Something. I know you came prepared to hear the gospel of change, but change my feet. Brace yourselves for a future as empty as the promises I fed you. I am the political Messiah, but while Christ fed 5,000, I will feed on 5 million. So go on, follow me with blind loyalty, because soon you will beg me like blind people. Go on, elect Hitler and expect anything less than a holocaust of your own dreams. Go on, elect this Pharaoh-minded politician who won't let his people grow. Go on, elect me, and I will show you the definition of eat and lay. Go on, elect the devil, you know.
1, 2, my check. All right, look. I think I was on the microphone. All right, the sound is good. The sound is good now, I think. Yeah, sorry for that. I mean, none of the people follow, they don't say a word. Chris, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Hopefully my sound is good now. One more feedback here. I think that's start on mute. All right, we are good to go now. All right, I'm gonna leave it. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of Sound, a brand new edition of the show. Like I was saying, my microphone was on mute. I didn't realize that. But welcome to our brand new edition of the show, the Sinoe County Premier Platform. The platform where we talk about Sinoe County, we talk about Liberia, and we talk about issues surrounding in the U.S. with respect to the Liberian community here. All right, so as you join the show, please share the link for us. We would do appreciate you for doing that. Please also, we want to ask you to subscribe to our YouTube page. On YouTube, our name is Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Esoteric, and that's the name on YouTube. So please subscribe to our YouTube page and make sure and hit the notification button when you get on YouTube. So that way, when we publish new video or videos, you will be in the know. Again, I'm going to do a quick sound check for the last time to make sure I'm good to go. All right, I think the sound is fabulous. Great. So let me see. I'm seeing Christopher Zarza. How you doing, boss? Welcome aboard. James Kuyamane, welcome aboard. Monty Zina, welcome to VOSD. Abel Morris, welcome aboard, Chief. Honorable William Sua, welcome aboard. I'm seeing other people, but the number for you too, I think, but I'm not seeing the name. So if you subscribe, you hit straight from our page, and maybe I will see you and call your name. But thank you for joining me. Please do me that a big favor by hitting the share button. That share option at the bottom of the page there for us. And again, subscribe to our YouTube page. On YouTube is Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. It's our YouTube page. You know, the page, the membership, the subscribers is growing, but it's very slow. We need more subscribers. So right now, I think we have our plus or minus 270 subscribers. So we need more of that, you know. So just tell your friends about Voice of Sinoe YouTube page, subscribe to our page. I mean, all the plenty of people are getting Sinoe County. Imagine when you subscribe all the members of USA, for example, you subscribe all the members of Graduate Association, example, you subscribe. We'll have the numbers that we need to start generating some income, to start expanding the station back home, to hire people to do some work, direct reporters this election. And people will be coming, but you know, you guys, that little favor, that's what you got to do. I'm not saying come on Voice of Sinoe and talk. Just subscribe. That's it. All right, guys, let me get into the show today. We want to start the show on a sad note. And just do a quick reflection. By the way, today is September the 11th, which is a tragic day in the history of the U.S. When the World Trade Center was bombed by terrorists. You know, so it's a day of reflection in the U.S. and our sympathy goes to the family that suffered the tragedy on this day, to the United States, again, the affected family and people of the world. All right, so let's go to something that we want to talk about. So we just want to do quick, um, a little a reflection on the program that was held, the memorial service of one of the daughters of Sinoe County, Mother uh, Paulina Jardiah, who passed away in the U.S. State of North Dakota. And the body was brought here in Philadelphia. I don't know why I say yeah, because I was in Philly before. But yeah, the body was transported to Philly by, the Exeter funeral home is taking care of that. So the body was brought here to Philadelphia to be transported to Liberia. And so the ceremony was held this weekend on a Saturday at the Refuge Baptist Church. And so I just want to play a quick video just to reflect a little bit. And then we're going to transition to something else that we want to discuss today on the show. So please share the link again for us as you join. Let me share this. Share the screen. Let me share my screen. I will bring the video that I want to share with you. Let's start with this right here. Yeah. Got it out here. This is the homegoing here of Mother Paulina Jardiah. The ballot is going to the hearse right now. They're putting down in the hearse.
We're here already. Everything we say here is going to be ubiquitous to how to be very germane in how our utterances come out.
Okay. Will of Jardiah over here, a brother of the deceased here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was just a brief video over there. The program that was held this Saturday in Philadelphia, taking the remains of Mother Paulina Jardiah to Liberia for interment. So Yeah, it's a sad incident. Sis Paulina, I knew her personally, her children. I'm a family member. Her children and I, we literally practically grew up together. So again, on behalf of the network, we want to say our sympathy to the family. Take heart. This is the reality that we human beings that we have to grapple with. You know, at the end of the day, we all going to meet this sort of fate, which nobody likes. You know, so again, the family, our hearts go out to the family in Liberia and in America here. Um, I saw a communication in the Vubadi chat room. They posted anticipating the arrival of the body in Liberia. All right, so we just wanted to start on a tragic note, and again, our condolences to the bereaved family. Let transition to something little bit not exciting, but a bit uplifting. Let's see. Let me end that screenshot. Okay. Mrs. Freeman, welcome aboard. The first lady of Voice of Sinoe. Lancy, how you doing? Welcome aboard. All right, let's get to something else that I want to talk about on Voice of Sinoe today. Let's see. All right, so you see, my job, as I always say on the platform, is to make sure the my house, which is Sinoe County, is in proper order before I devote more time to other regions in the country or the country as a whole. And so Sinoe County is always in the news, as is the other counties in the country. And so to go into it, I'll be right back to breaking news. All right, so welcome to Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Esoteric. We want to, one of the things, one of the agents that is killing Liberia and Liberians is the disease of corruption. So because corruption is a disease because people take the national resources and they put it in a private accounts, they send it overseas, and then hospitals, schools, roads, I mean, you name it, they are all neglected. And those that can take the money of the country, when they are sick, they fly out of the country, they get the best care, or if they want to obtain education, they go out of the country or they send their children out of the country. And then the majority, which the both people call the hoi polloi, the masses, the majority, they are left to suffer. And so as a media platform, which is anti-corruption, when we see a leader or leaders in the country that are trying to bring to light the enemy of the people, which is corruption, and the practitioners. A lot of times, I think that's a mistake we make. We fight corruption instead of fighting corrupt people, because it is the people that practice the corruption. Corruption by itself is a concept. So it's the people that bring the concept to fruition. They make it practical by doing it. So normally we have to fight corrupt people, But there was an interview lately, recently, that was held hearing the Senate committee, I think on judiciary. I'm not too sure which committee that Darius Dillion is heading, but Darius did a wonderful job. And I like that sort of cross-examination. That's what we need. I mean, it's part of the lawmakers, their job, right? To provide oversight. And so what that means is they make sure they monitor, they question the executives and various leaders in the country that because they allocate the fundings, the money that goes to the executive for implementation of projects. So when they approve the budget, and they know exactly what they put in which sector, right? So say, for example, an amount was allocated for a project or a school to be built in Sinoe County, for example, and then that school wasn't built, then the lawmakers, they have the right to come and question, to bring the officials responsible to question them why the school wasn't built. So that's exactly what was exhibited here. So I want to play this video so you can see the interaction. You can see this video also exposes the problem in the country, But what is lacking is the accountability, holding those people accountable. Because oftentimes, if not always, people are exposed, people are brought to sunlight, but then they are not punished because maybe for some connection they have somewhere, that big government official, and so as a consequence, people are exposed or they are declared guilty, and nothing is done about it. Who you supporting for 2023? What are you talking? Are you talking about senatorial, representative, or presidential? So Aloysius, welcome aboard, by the way, and specify your question, and I'll answer you appropriately. All right, now we want to also recognize the national president of the USA, Madam Frances Clamais. Welcome aboard. All right, so now we want to look at the cross-examination of Maserati Senator Darius Dillion with the administrators of NTA, I think it's National Transit Authority, I think. The guys that offered the presidential, he said. Akuya, I will answer the question later. Let me exhaust the topic, and then comments and questions that will come, I will tackle that later. Let me just deal with this first. All right, let me share this. So that it was a wonderful, wonderful job. And we need more of this, more of this in the country. I mean, nobody wants to be embarrassed, right? Especially in public. And so we need, I don't want people to just be embarrassed, but they should be held accountable, and that's how you stop. Because if you embarrass somebody and then you don't punish a person, what is the point of the embarrassment? All right, so let's do this. Let me take these things. Let me take these things down. A lot of them popping up, so you can watch the interview. It's fantastic. Let me view it from this angle, make it bigger for you, so you can see what's going on. Now we can play this now. Let me close some of these windows. All right, let's go to it.
It's not something where you say, I will use this for you to be able to contribute to what the budget or whatever.
No,
Mr.
Managing Director, asking you whether you make contribution to the budget.
So the
Mr. Managing Director, he said out of 39%, you only got 15. You got only 15 running. The other 24 down. That's why I'm asking you.
Say you've been running the buses the time all we're running. You're only using the proceeds therefrom for operational costs without planning to procure new buses on your own? Question.
We were using it, like I told you, we get in a year, all along the period of the year, we get for fuel, for operation and lubricants. The highest we ever got it was, I think, 300,000.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, Mr. MD. You said under the 2023 fiscal budget, you have not received it down.
Yeah.
Under the 2022 fiscal budget, did you receive it down?
Yeah, but I think the budget was 180,000 or so. We don't want
to pass the budget.
Yeah.
Under the budget, when it says fiscal upturn, it means the thing that was projected, it was realized and delivered. I have the budget here, the national budget, 2023 national budget, which also has recording of the fiscal upturn for 2022. Here where it says, in 2022, this legislature passed 2 million 100,000 for MTA.
I disagree.
You disagree with the national budget?
But that's what we got.
No, this is what you got. That's what we appropriate for you.
That's what we got.
Yes, sir. For you, MD.
Yes, sir.
I'm saying, I'm speaking from the national budget.
Yeah.
Not draft, printed, approved. In the budget, those of you who know about budgeting, when they say fiscal outturn, it means that the one that was generated and delivered. The projection, the estimate is there, and fiscal outturn is also there.
Is that 2022 you're talking about?
I'm talking, this is 2023. 2023 is giving us update from 2022 plus 2023. The reason I ask you is because I don't want to believe that we are putting all this money in MTA and you are on oath to say you are not receiving it. And in the budget, the president and his minister of finance are reporting to us that you're receiving the money because they generated it. And you are on oath. In the national budget, 2022, we appropriated 2.1 million for MTA. And the fiscal author says MTA received 2.1 million. In this fiscal budget, this current 2023 budget, the legislature budgeted, as was presented by the executive, 1.8 million for MTA, out of which MTA is using 1.4 million for salary expense costs and 329,000 for goods and services. So the 1.8 million we gave you, you're using 329,000 for goods and services, 1.4 million for your salaries. Why are you not purchasing? Why are you prioritizing? What constitutes goods and services? In the procurement of goods and services, are you considering purchasing buses?
The Mexican get a motion.
Let me tell on oath that the president and the finance minister, that they lied. That they received the money for MTA and did not deliver because this is the national budget printed under the authority of the president, passed by the legislature, approved. Are you saying to us on oath that you did not receive 2 million under the 2022 budget? Question.
What?
Are you saying on oath that this budget the president?
The man is acting as though he did not understand the question. The man was speaking clear, pure Liberian English, right? Yeah. You did not receive the money that was allocated, the $2.1 million. The man said, you say, what? Okay, just follow this, right?
President signed, approved, printed under the authority of the president by the Minister of Finance. Are you saying that NTA did not receive 2 million in 2022 under the national budget? Question.
Well, when you say because there was, I think last year we had the Ministry of Finance wanted to allocate.
I mean, that's a simple question, right? Did you receive the money or not? The man is going to take a whole detour, right? Listen.
10 buses for NTA. So I don't know whether that is inclusive in that budget you told me.
Mr. MD, please. If the Minister of Finance not giving you money and you coming across as being grossly incompetent, and then you come here, you won't defend them for the sake of the politics, you donate to your reputation and you could be held liable.
I mean, the guys are protecting their job, and besides, they're afraid of the powers that be, because they don't want to say something so that they can lose their jobs, And so as a result, the corruption will be glaring, but they will be defending it, they will be dodging it.
But they said it. We passed a budget. The budget projected and appropriated $2 million in 2022 for MTAs. And the budget report for fiscal year says you got 2.1 million as was passed. Did he receive that money as an entity? Question. What makes it difficult to answer?
I mean, it's a simple question. Did you or did you not receive the money? That's it. Listen what the man coming dribble. You know, the intellectual, you know, Silencer Diba.
Honorable Senator.
It's difficult to measure because we have to subtract salary.
And this is why the country is not going nowhere. Because these leaders, these guys that give authority, I mean, they take the money and pocket the money, and while the people are suffering in the country, and then they drive around and see children with I mean, these big objects on their heads, they carry them around, you know, and that's why me personally, I think the current administration has to be changed, because these people that are working for the president, he is not holding these people accountable, and people are suffering. NTA, I mean, you need a good transport system to give you all the money to run the institution. But the guy cannot even answer a basic question whether he receives the money or not.
He said the money, the MD anything. Speak up.
Honorable, it's difficult to determine that.
Is it difficult to see whether you receive the money they appropriated or not? Whether the final ministry give it, is it difficult to say that?
The fact that you have to subtract salary out of that.
The mayor is not asking how the budget was appropriate, how you divided the money. The question was, did you receive the 2.1 million? That's what the question he asked you.
No.
But you pay your own salary for you.
No.
You pay your own salary for your revenue.
No, we have portion of our employees.
Did you say that, madam? Hold on. Did you say that? And there were portion of the salary being paid by government, and the director there, you paying them for your intake?
Yeah.
Who did said it?
I said that we have in-house employees.
Mr. TJ, the tabulation you did with respect to the 3 million she said coming in, did she not say the director pay come for that?
Yeah, the director paid coming for that.
So then what were you talking about now?
What I'm trying to say is, you have to subtract the NTA employees out of the 2 million that the honorable senator just mentioned. So when you subtract that, the difference there is what is left for, like you said.
He's not asking for the balance. He's asking whether you receive the $2.1 million.
Who's the services and operational costs.
So come on. Your budget.
And this is why I get angry with Sinoe County. You see, we send Milton Tiaje to do a work, and he is there on the phone. His friends are asking questions, and Milton Tiaje is on the phone. And then when I jump on Milton Tiaje, the man like Milton Tiaje, we'll send this on serious man in the Capitol building. We send Milton Tiaje to do our work, and he is sitting over there. Dillion is doing a good job, and Milton Tiaje is on the phone talking. You see, and that's why people are saying, County, we have to change this man. He doesn't respect our office.
For salary in 2022 was 1.4 million. Your budget for salary in 2023 is 1.4 million. In 2022, if you took 1.4 million from 2.1 million, you will be left with 700,000. The president and the final minister said the money we approved or appropriated to make the MTA functional and including your salary, the money was generated and provided to you. Fiscal authority. The question, which is simple
question.
Did he receive 2.1 million?
It's a no or yes question.
Question.
This is it. People were paid for the year.
When the man is not asking whether people were paid or not. Did you receive the $2.1 million?
Your budget
We cannot be able.
Did you receive your budget for last year, 2022, 2.1 million? How you broke it down? We'll come to it later.
That's it. He's not asking you the segmentation of the money, but did you receive the money?
Did you receive 2.1 million as an entity?
No, it's not a yes and no question.
Well, it's not an open-ended question either.
The reason why it's not a yes and no.
It is.
Honorable?
No, oh man, wait. In this theater, we ask the questions and you answer. You don't question us. Neither, let me finish. Neither do you argue with us. And the general questions are simple. The reason you haven't difficulty answering is because the questions are factual. Did you or did you not? When we say you, not you as an individual, we're talking about the entity. Honorable Samuel Tua and the president, they are saying the budget telling us that you got this amount of money in the budget. Are they lying or you got that money?
The man they're trying to, they're trying to protect Judge Weah and Samuel Tua because when the money is sent, they all divide the money. And so they don't want to put the man but outside because he too will be punished.
Yes or no? Don't say
The reason why I said that, Honorable, is finance will have to go and do their.
People call you for a hearing, right? They call you for hearing. You go there and you say the final got to do their calculation. When they call you for hearing, you should get your documents and everything ready to go before the people. And like you're going for a job interview. You can't tell the interviewer, oh, I got to go ask the accountant, or let me go get my portfolio. No. So you see these guys, they go over there. I mean, they eat the people money and they think nobody will ask them difficult questions, you know. So now we got somebody that Dillion who will muster the courage to ask some questions, tough questions.
Calculation to determine how much will receive. It's hard.
Honorable Senator.
Mr. MD.
Yes, sir.
We're going close to the end of 2023.
Yes.
You can't tell me in this hearing that 2022, you don't know whether you know your budget for 2022. What was NTA budget in the national budget for 2022?
Honorable Senator.
Yes, sir.
What I want to say is that I got a call from my deputy that you wanted.
I spoke to you.
All right.
I called you. Okay. Yeah. But you told me yesterday that I had to come today, so I didn't have no time to prepare myself.
Somebody told you a day ahead you're running an office and you don't have the time to get your documents together.
Me and my team.
Okay.
You understand me?
So
I was taking by surprise. Yes, sir.
You want time?
I was taken by surprise.
No, I want speeches now.
Yes, sir.
You say you want time.
Yes, sir.
To prepare yourself.
Yes.
All right, so you see, this is one of the problems. This is one of the many problems that Liberia has, right? I mean, people are giving resources for the country, for the poor people, but then they eat the money, and nobody's holding them accountable. I mean, you go for a hearing, you go before the Senate or committee in the Senate. The man told you a day ahead, and you say, you know what? I'm not ready. I'm not prepared. Okay, what are you doing in our office? What are you doing? A simple question. Did you receive the $2.1 million? That brother could not answer the question. None of them. And that's exactly what we are talking about. When you have dishonorable people in power, this is what you get. I mean, how can you bring a Judge Weah to the presidency, right? The man established a soccer team called Junior Professional, okay? And the man cannot maintain a soccer team, it died. But you have the audacity to get the man 5 million people to lead. When a man can lead 22 persons or 11 players on the soccer field, why would you put the lives of 5 million human beings in the guy in? Why? And none of these guys will be held accountable. And the man is coming to you for second term now. But the people that are working for him, they're scared because Judge Weah and Samuel Tua them will punish them so they can say the truth. These guys are not loyal to the country. They are loyal to Samuel Tua and Judge Weah. They are not patriots. No. Okay. So I personally want to thank Darius Dillion. We need more of Dillion in the Capitol building. So that, I mean, this guy will be pushed as, because they'll have these political apologists in the building. When somebody goes there, that's why they want more of their partisans to be in the Capitol building. So that when they go there, they will just dance around the issues. They will not ask the tough questions. The only thing I think Dillion should be consistent. If his policy goes over there for hearing, he should also ask the tough questions. You should ask the tough question. But that was a good exchanges over there. That's what I like. I like to see the kind of thing, hold people accountable, because there are public resources you are using. You are in charge of public resources, and you must account for them. If they're your private business, nobody's going to bother you. Okay. So before I transition, let me see some of the comments that are trending here before I transition to something else. My man, Luscious, the reason he can't say yes because he didn't get all the money. And the one he got can't account for it. Senator Milton, she tells them to ask for time. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's, Senator Teja too, the clown, he's an actor, right? Yeah, so you're calling the president Samuel Toy. Okay. All right, these are some of the comments I'm seeing here. Lalosha, okay, you said who you supporting for 2023. 2023, my hunch is Gunglo. I think Gunglo is what will be a good president for Liberia. Right now we have this sort of Republican and Democrat situation in Liberia, and then you have UP and you have CDC, and the two parties, they are not the right people. The Unity Party, the guys were in power for 12 years. And then when the president left, you know what she told us? The education system is a mess. That's why the lady that led the country for 12 years told the Harvard graduate, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. She said corruption, it was enemy number one when she started. Later, by the time she left, corruption, our best friend. So the Unity Party, they got billions of dollars pumped in the country. And moreover, the streets in Monrovia cannot be paved, And so you turn around, you bring the man who is the second to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the man who never disagreed with on anything, nobody knows where Boyka stands on issue. That man been in government for 40 some more years. And the road going to his village in Foya, in Lofa County, that Mott. But the man is in his 80s. Now he's about to rescue Liberia. Is that how you do rescue? An old man? You can't even run? You got all the energetic people. How can you do that? You don't even know we in the technological era. Get Joseph Boyka to use APA or his own phone. Does he know how to use it? He's about to rescue us. And before I came on the show today, I thought to peruse his platform. And Joseph Boyka is giving you platitudes. He's giving you ambiguities. Those vague language. You read the document, no specificity whatsoever. Nothing is critical. Like Joseph Boyka will say, I will improve education. I will improve healthcare. What the hell is that? Okay, are you going to improve it and privatize it, or are you going to be government or government will run it? Is it going to be free, in other words, or people will be paying? He can't tell any of those. He can't explain anything to us. Education, would you maintain the same free education on the job when you improve it? How are you going to do it? How much are you going to put in healthcare in terms of budget? How much are you going to put in agriculture in terms of budget? None of those things. When I read the man platform, I thought I was somebody running for, high school prefect, the high school class president. Because that document, I can read that thing. It's not even 3 pages correct. They just put it, oh, you will do this. Sanitation. And sanitation is a platform. The laws are not being implemented. That's why the streets are dirty. You got the police over there, you got the city officers, officials. All they have to do is enforce the city ordinance. You know how to make your campaign talking point or campaign. It's not a serious thing. all you have to do is for the guys to enforce the law. When I was in Minnesota, your own grass, you don't call it in the yard, the city will give you a ticket for not cutting your own grass. Nobody runs on campaign on those things. I said the government's supposed to do those things. But no, the leaders, the people don't have better ideas. Yeah. Joseph Burger gave up. I mean, when you read the document, I was discouraged. I was discouraged when I read Joseph Burger document. And that Jardiah who say you want to take 1 million people from out of poverty. And I mean, you can see that. You can see that reflected. And the man you want to pull back. So Sion Gonglo would be the right person. I think the other young man too, he has some good ideas. Dr. Clarence, right? He's another good guy. You know, he has good ideas. But this false dichotomy, Bueka or Jardiah, wrong people. You can't get nothing for no people. Out in Liberia, Jardiah live. It's a city in city. You see where the man lives, a whole compound, another city by itself. Gated community, make isolated from the people. You got all these different properties in 1 year, and the man you gain second term, he doesn't want anything from you again. Jardiah, if the man can build 47 horses in his first term, while people are hungry, he get private jet while people are hungry. He building a private church while people are hungry. He bringing a house down, bringing another one up in addition to 47 horses. Put a man there for second time. So these two people that you're looking at, the Joseph Bueka, the Jardiah, wrong people for the country. Yes, wrong people. If you look at your government, Sion, those are all from the Southeast. The top officials of the current administration, they are from the Southeast. The Samuel Tower, the Buffer Chima, Speaker of the House. Let me use that position. So Samuel Tower, Minister of Finance, Speaker of the House, Buffer Chima, Maryland. Samuel Tower from Maryland. The Senate Pro Tem, I think he's from Maryland too as well. Albert Chie. The Deputy Speaker of the House from Grand Crew. I just forgot his name, but he's from Grand Crew as well. I mean, the president from Grand Crew. I mean, the top officials of the government, they are from Southeast. Go see the roads in Southeast. Buffer Chimene can pass through Maryland to go to they pass through Arico to go to Maryland. After 6 years in office, after making noise behind Ellen Johnson cell leave, you know. So these two parties, they are wrong. Like you have the Republicans and the Democrats. They maintain the system, the status quo. The major thing in the country, they're not dealing with it. They're dealing with the symptoms of the issue, you know. And that's how the Republicans, they operate, and the Democrats. And so that's why I'm saying Liberia. You got a man there for 12 years. They did nothing major. You know, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf criticized President Doe for nepotism and those things. And she appointing her children in government, you know. And so, I mean, other people then, Joseph Burger, you can bring. Joseph Burger have how many? $2 million budget every fiscal year, if not 3. What did he do it for you? Yeah, put Joseph Burger there, it's a waste of time. He's all the same people, like Jeremiah P. and then that were beyond Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. I didn't want beyond Joseph Burger now, the campaign, they won't come back again to fetch. So I look at the people now, no talk show now, I look at the people now. That's serious people here. The fun people in here. All right, now let's go to something else. Let's go to Sinoe County. That's what they changed. The exchange between Senator Darius Dillion and the NPA guys over there that are eating the people money. All right, now let me go to Sinoe County. Let's take you to Sinoe County here and see what's going on in Sinoe. I'll be right back to breaking news for Sinoe County. All right, welcome back to Sinoe Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Esoteric. All right, so one of the lawmakers of Sinoe County, Electoral District number 1, Crayton Duncan, new video or audio or video is out, and he has posted, embarrassing, disturbing information in that video. Liberia is finished, and NTA, the guys there, they're eating the money. And then the people in Sinoe County too, they're eating their own. Yes. We all know. And that's why the country is not making progress. So the administration of Sinoe County or Sinoe Community College accused of corruption. And it's not according to me, according to the man whose district the community college is situated in Sinoe. Representative Crayton Duncan. The administration of Sinoe County Community College accused of corruption, of eating over 70% of the 500,000 that was sent, the legislative caucus they allocated to the lawmakers, they allocated to the community college. So don't take it from me. You got to listen to the people you send in the Capitol building. They themselves telling you they're supposed to call those guys for hearing, for questioning, but they'll go to press conference and before they tell us, okay? Crayton Duncan is telling you the people ate their money in the community college. When the community college started, there were over 600 students, but right now you get only 60 students there. Okay, you guys are the leaders. What are you doing? What is going on? Do you care? Or campaign time, you can't tell all these things. All right, so let me play the video so you can hear from Crayton Duncan. All right, let's get Crayton Duncan out for you. Crayton Duncan is telling you this thing with confidence. Yeah, nobody is being held accountable. Okay, and what we add today, Liberia. That's the CDC people there. They want power still, but they're telling you corruption all over the place. But they want you to get in power again. Go ahead. Go just right ahead. But let's listen to Crayton Duncan. I'm going to play the video for you.
Before coming to Monrovia, the Sinoe Legislative Caucus wrote the Auditing Commission, the Auditing General of the Republic of Liberia, so that auditors can come from Monrovia to Sinoe to audit the Sinoe Community College.
Okay, good. I like that. Maybe I missed the portion of the video, but that's a very good move. All right. So the Sinoe Legislative Caucus, they wrote the General Auditing Commission, GAC, to go to Sinoe and audit the Sinoe Community College, the administrators, and see what is going on there. Just the same way Milton TJ, but we can't see any action taken. No, Milton TJ that just be more like brother call it Shore, right? A Shore man. He wrote a letter the other day for lead number 2 to be audited for eating 1.2 million, stuff of that nature. He wrote that. But this one that Crayton Duncan tell us, after TJ said his, now Crayton Duncan is saying his. The only person who said his and action was taken is Representative Matthew Zaza. He noticed corruption under the watch of Milton TJ when he was the superintendent. And he asked for GSC to go audit Sinoe County administration. And they went into it, and Mr. Zaza was vindicated. He was proven right. Let's see whether TJ and Crayton Duncan will be proven right.
Because many of you may not have the opportunity to go to Monrovia to get a university degree, but the community college in the county should be strengthened. Over 4 years, we have given $300,000 to the community college each
4 years, 300,000
each year.
Each year.
The community college started with about 600 plus students.
600 plus students. They started with it. Listen to the number of the members. Over 600 plus students. All right. What's the number now?
Today, they are just about over 60.
60. Imagine that. From over 600 to 60 students. What is going on?
Why? The 300,000 given to the community college administration cannot be accounted for. Nothing has been done. Teachers are not being paid. Finally, this year, we gave the community college over 500,000, which is $500,000.
500,000. You're talking about United States dollars here. 500,000, I think, United States dollars.
That the Sinoe Legislative Caucus put into that budget for Sinoe. The year is almost ending. Over 70% of that money cannot be accounted for.
Imagine, over 70%. The people are eating while people are suffering in the country.
Gone. Yet, teachers are not being paid on the college campus. And so, I have come to encourage you. Those that feel that education is expensive, then you should try ignorance.
Okay, I don't get a connection over there. He's talking about the administrators eating the money. I mean, a bunch of money they send in the county, a lot of money they send there. But then he segue to, I mean, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. I mean, I don't get a connection. How you just transition from people eating money to going to, if you think education is expensive. So I don't follow the logical flow over there. I mean, I don't know, but go ahead.
Ignorance is more expensive than education. So I want to challenge you, because it took me this morning to see you in a uniform that I wore.
Okay, so that's the portion of that video that I want to, I mean, when you go there, Crayton Duncan is breaking, the next thing he's breaking about Palava Hot. I mean, and this is why we want to change the likes of Crayton Duncan. Crayton Duncan built, I mean, story buildings for himself. He had Diamond Creek, he has Diamond Creek and Gold Creeks in Sinoe, but he building Palava Hot. And that's why he having, I mean, press conference for Palava Hot in the technological age and era. The man having press conference for Palava Hot. Okay, Crayton Duncan, what can you do with Palava Hot in this day and age? Can the children, after sitting under the Palava Hot, compete with the children from the students from Ghana or the citizens of Ghana, Rwanda, Nigeria, or America or other countries around the world? So, I mean, these people, the Palava Hall, the town hall, these useless things. Now, what the guys, they use to fool our people so that they can stay in power. Palava Hall. Who built gazebos in these times? Who the gazebos? Now, what you build and you have a press conference? I mean, I play a little bit and listen and see the man talking about
when I was 16 years old, Billy. A building that you can practice politics. A building that you can practice international.
Okay, so the Palava Hut, he built it so the children can practice politics. It's about politics. It's not about technology, engineering, mathematics. No, those are not the things that politics. It's about politics. Crayton Duncan and our politicians. Now, what they want to do, to sweet talk to people. And tell them, oh, I will do that when you go in the Capitol building. You say, where you getting money from? You say, you know what? I can tell you, I'm a man. Where you getting money from? To do what you are doing? Oh, man, I'm a man. You want to listen to Crayton Duncan? They ask you a question. Why are you taking the money from? You say, I'm a man. Listen to it.
Well, what's your source of income? You get all that money's from building lots of projects and getting people loan, market women, and paying the students' tuitions. Where you get all the money from? Because that can be from the legislature.
We are men. The legislatures don't make us. We make the legislatures.
Okay.
So
they're asking where you get the money from. We are men. The legislature doesn't make us. We make the legislature. Okay. So that man. When you, by virtue of being a man, you can just start getting money. Crayton Duncan right there. Okay? So the man breaking about Palava Hot. That's why he breaking about right now. Palava Hot he built. Y'all go see the Molly Palava Hot.
A center to be used for academic activity. You can be on.
All right, I'll see you detail. The man is breaking Palava Hot. Yeah, I need to end that video. That's so that Crayton Duncan wants a second term from the people. After 6 years, what we could get from Representative Crayton Duncan, what the students can get from him, the Palava Hot, after 6 years in the House of Representatives. He did not sponsor a bill to create jobs in the country. An act to create jobs for all Liberians. No, we don't have that. He did not sponsor a bill to give state-of-the-art education in the country. No. As a matter of fact, the community college we have in Sinoe County, we don't have a building. Yeah, we're using Sinoe multilateral for the children to learn. Okay? And the money The people been eating it for the past 4 years. And now Crayton Duncan, telling us he wants second term now. So he's telling us, for the past 4 years, why have you been quiet? Why? All right, guys. So that's Sinoe County. We have to change Crayton Duncan. I'm glad that he got in the race where you have a Zaza and a TJ. All right, so that alone, he defeated himself already. Because we can't put the American Liberian guy back again. No, we can't put him back. We gave him 6 years and go look in the Liberians in the Liberian House of Representatives. He is never around to advocate for us. No, he's always out of the country, and that's what we call him a foreign lawmaker in Sinoe County. Like what they call Crayton Duncan. When you see all the video right now, the man get Filipino wife, because he wants to take our resources from our country and carry it to Philippines, right? The Liberian women, they are not good for him. No, so the Liberian lady, how he got rid of her, and now he got a Filipino woman. So they can do capital flight, take the money, the resources from the country. And that's what Crayton Duncan is doing right now. That Filipino woman, she's not going to be built, use the resources in Liberia. No, she's taking it from there and carrying it to her country. And just the same way, just we are, we are taking the money to Jamaica. That's how it is. So now, that's the Liberian leaders for you. Let me go to the next thing that I want to talk about on the platform today on Voice of Sinoe. All right, you see Sinoe County is in the news all day, okay? So another son of Sinoe County is in the news. All right, so I will disclose the name of the person when I come back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with ESOTERIC. And so this one, we say RIA, Raval International Airport Security Director, Livingstone Freeman, quizzed by press on alleged drugs smuggling. Okay, so it's all over the place now. Livingstone was once the vice president, USA Delaware Valley chapter on Francis Scott Myers, and after 110 he left. The man is a sedition. CDC people there, things always going on, right? CDC, the government, the corruption from the NTA to Crayton Duncan telling us the Sinoe County Community College, the people been eating the money, and now at the RIA, the director, the man was implicated. He's been making videos to exonerate himself and all of that. Only the law can say you are free or not. So you can do all the live videos and people come, sedition come, give their testimonies and those different things. Well, you see, not Crayton Duncan, but Sam Livingstone, he's one of those people who says he says that he believes in justice. He's always anti-corruption, and you put people information out there, put people names out there. So now the chicken is coming on to roost now. The same thing he's doing to people are hearing, the people say I do that, but that same thing, the same allegation thing that's saying can be doing to other people. That was Front Page Africa and the various news outlets doing to him now. They don't know the details of the story, or he said, according to him, he has no connection to the situation, but the people are saying a lot of things about him. That's exactly what the same propaganda that Sam Livingstone has been running around here. So when you kicking the other person, just remember too, you could be kicked by another person too. All right, so let's just listen to a little bit of the interview that Sam Livingstone had today, in Liberia. Let's see. Let's listen to the exchange between him and the journalists. Let's see. Share, and I will do this. Make it bigger, and listen to Sam.
Have witnessed there in one of the rooms at the customs house the unboxing of what is now said to be moringa leaves, that were labeled an unauthorized van with your name being involved as allegedly part of drugs that were busted. That was the allegation. And the unboxing told us that it's moringa to be tested. Yes. Otherwise. But we've got some questions, and I'll start, and my colleagues will also ask theirs as well. Mr. Freeman, what is the procedure, for clearing goods from the tarmac as per your security protocol? What do you look out for as head of director of the RIA Security?
Okay, as per the security protocol here, whenever the customer come for their cargo, okay, they go through GLS NICE, they obtain the documents, and the final analysis, they come back to RIA and make payment to our account department, which is $50 to take a car to the tarmac. Then when they make that payment, our security will escort the vehicle to the tarmac to get their goods. That's what been in place, and that's the protocol here at RIA. Even other entities that they wired, when they come for their stuff, they wired or document here, they pay the $50 or LEC, all of the entity, BM Mountain, that's the protocol. Whenever they have cargo at the airside, they make that payment to RIA to receive it.
So I'm very confused. Like other goods come via the Lagos International Airport, and just holding these goods, thinking that this is a joke. Can you just clarify to us how we custom brokers or security who were on the side to have thinking that this good is a joke?
I don't know where they get their perception from. Okay, I don't know where they got their perception from.
Yes, Sam, that's exactly what you do to other people. You make allegation. I mean, for example, the Grand General Association stuff here, saying Livingstone, they were all over the place, posting, let's just check to say that Fred going on sound all over the place, So you see the same perception thing that what can happen. People hear stuff, they don't verify it, they just put it out there.
It was drugs that was smoked out of the airport. That my name was implicated, that I was arrested. AFL arrested me with drugs. The AFL officer that is in question, okay, Lieutenant Cody, he was not present. Cody came in my office this morning and signed his gas slip for his fuel, for the vehicle. He was not present. He made the allegation to the MD. He called the MD that boss was being, leaving the airside. Okay, that I told boss on the airside. The MD called me. He said, "Oh yeah, I understand." They say he told boss on the airside instead of acting for Finabona. I said, "Who told you that?" I said, "You myself, RIA in Habel. When the president was here to smell no take fee, I was there. Go on my Facebook page, you will see me on live." My security supervisor called me. At that time, Joseph Berger was coming in the country. Okay, I think almost a 4 or 5 missed call from Mountain. So we came from Wiyala. We was at Blood 19, want to go eat. 2 of my derivatives and myself. Then I got a call from my security supervisor. I said, there are people here, they have their goods on the air side. They said they want to get their goods out, okay, their cargo. So I said, okay, what you do, make sure they have their document. That is, they should pay, before any car go on our air side, you make sure you pay RIA fee to the account, and you get your receipt before you get, I said, go on the air side. And he said, okay, yes, sir, chief. It was done. The next thing I got a call, EFL stopped the car. So when I talked to the AFL officer, he said, oh, that's my chief, said the car should be stopped. I called Lieutenant Cody. He said, okay, Freeman, I will call you back. After that, the MD called me, Cody said, you said the item is for Finabono. I said, why would Cody say such a thing? When I called Cody to ask him, he said, no, he never told the MD that. Today, Cody was not at the opening ceremony of the item. You guys went there and saw it. But my name is all on social media, on Front Page Africa, the RIA Security Director. He was arrested with drugs.
Mr. Freeman,
yeah.
This is said to have happened between the 29th to the 31st. I think the 31st is...
It was on the 31st.
The 31st
yeah.
is okay.
Yeah.
Today is the 11th of September.
Yeah.
The gap in days. Why such a long period before the unboxing of the alleged Moringa tea? Why that delay? If this was something that was really pressing to your character, did you push that it be unboxed immediately to save yourself?
No, it came out on the 9th, September 9th. It was when somebody posted on the social media, Facebook, that I was arrested with drugs. RIA Security Director had been arrested with drugs by AFL. Okay? By AFL. They said the drugs that I said was for Finabono. That was on the Facebook, something that they posted. The next day, Front Page Africa took it.
Mr. Freeman, the question is,
yeah,
why the delay from the 31st up to now? Did your name get smeared on the 9th that prompted you people to now unbox these items? And if so, were they in the AFL or the custom custody since the 31st?
Yeah, we're in custom custody. Okay. So the issue was raised because we're in custom custody. The joint security, they were aware. Okay. So custom had it in the warehouse. You guys were there, you saw everything. But what really prompted me now, when my name came out
on Saturday the 9th.
Yeah, Saturday the 9th on social media. And I think you guys will see the Front Page Africa and they'll carry my photo, RIA Security Director, and arrested with drugs at RIA this time. So
just a follow-up, I beg you, decent too. My follow-up here is since the 31st, Mr. Freeman.
Yeah.
And there was already a mix-up on the content of the boxes.
Yeah.
Was there an investigation that was started immediately based on that confusion as to what was the content and how did the vehicle get authorization to the tarmac and all of that? Was that already ongoing, or when your name was mentioned before this investigation kick-started? That's what we really want to know.
Yes, what happened when the goods were, when the item was arrested, it was on by the order of the MD. Director of the MD, Martin Hayes. He made it clear over there. He took it to custom. So he's the MD. Okay. He had jurisdiction to carry on investigation or to establish that investigation. Okay. The investigation now that brought in members of the joint security, it was when my name came on social media, along with the chief of protocol to the president. Her name was also mentioned that drugs were brought into the country. And I said the drugs were for Finabono.
So my name is William DeCentro. I report for ELBC. The AFL questionnaire in question has alleged that the minibus was using an unauthorized exit door. How true is that?
No, there's nothing there unauthorized exit door. We have Gulf 9, we have Gulf 3. Vehicle that go on the air side and use Gulf 3, okay, to get their cargo. And he used Gulf 3 to exit. So there was nothing left unauthorized. The arresting officer, the one that gave the order, Lieutenant Cody, he didn't show up. The one that gave Martin the information, he never showed up to the place order. He was in my office this morning.
So why do you think all of these are coming, or you are being implicated? What is going on?
I don't know.
Is there an internal wrangling within the leadership of the airport authority?
I mean, there are a lot of things that are going on. There are a lot of things that are going on. There are a lot of things that are going on. And I can tell you that. There are a lot of things that are going on.
What are some of the things going on?
It's administrative issue. There are a lot of things that are going on.
How's the relationship with you and the MD?
The relationship with the MD and myself is Iraqi.
When you say Iraqi.
All right, so the security director and the MD, they are rocking right now. Things are shaking. I don't know what the situation, but let's see what happened.
What do you mean, Mr. Freeman? You are a security expert.
Yeah.
And today you say you want to speak to your character. And there are three pivotal questions. Question number one is, have you been involved in such acts that have been alleged against you?
No.
That you and your security here at the airport are involved allegedly in the act of evading taxes by assisting business people take their goods out of the airport without passing through customs?
No. Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Since I took over as security director of RIA, I have made a lot of arrests. The 1.3 million that was arrested at RIA. We arrested that money. We called John Security. Everybody was there. They went there, and that money was turned over to the appropriate authority, to custom, to LRA. 2 days after, we make another arrest on October 14. We arrested one Thomas colleague that came from Dubai. When we arrested him, I called all of the joint security. He came out of the airport and he was arrested. We take him over to LRA. People, I left my house. I should be on the airport yet as a security manager. Almost 1 year plus. The apartment they gave me, they refused to fix it. Now, I left my house at 3:06 a.m. to come to RIA. They are making an arrest of someone that was smoking, go out of this country. It was turned over to the joint security. Yeah. Since we've been making a lot of progress, we're arresting people that even come here using other people's documents, passports to travel. They are being arrested by my security.
What can be findings of those arrests?
If you arrest a man, we turn it over to the appropriate authority.
No ruling that come up?
Whatsoever ruling that come up, it left with the authority.
You should get feedback as the person who did the arrest.
Yeah, I mean, whatever that make, I mean, the police, they are the prosecuting arm. If somebody is arrested for using somebody's document, imposter, we turn it over to immigration.
Yes, sir. With what you said concerning the relationship you have with the MD, do you risk losing your job?
No. No.
Then look at goods coming from the airport, more especially the cargo department. Do you search the goods?
No.
Yes.
No. Any goods that come in this country through the cargo section, the RIA Security don't have the authority to search it.
Sir, Mr. Freeman, as head of security,
do
you have calls made to you for vehicles that are exempted to have access to the tarmac? If so, what's the process in having a vehicle being exempted from all of the protocols here at the airport?
There's no vehicle that is exempted other than the President of the Republic of Liberia, motorcade, the Vice President, or let's say the Speaker, whosoever, I mean, government officials that come through to go, the 5 executives. Other than that, any other person that come, they write us, even the U.S. Embassy, they do a communication that they need asset, they need tarmac pass to go on the tarmac. Before they even come here, they will send an email. We'll confirm that, yes, we'll give you an asset. And we don't just allow them to go on the airside. We make sure that they are being escorted by members of our intelligence team. And we always escort the U.S. Embassy delegate. So there's no unauthorized vehicle can go on it.
All right, so that's the issue of the RIA director, the security director, saying Livingstone Freeman, being quizzed by the press, with respect to illegal substance coming in the country. All right. So my question is, why is it that only the RIA, all these illegal stuff are coming, a bulk of them, some of these drugs, they're always coming from the RIA. Is it porous? Because they're seeing some hole there, and that's why they are not going to other ports of entrance in the country to bring these things. In Liberia, they are always going through the Roberts International Airport. So like the security over there is elapsed, it's not as stringent as it's supposed to be, and something has to be done about it, because when they are always bringing drugs in, the security will get, how is it coming through, All right, so that's the security man over there, Sam Livingstone, making the case, defending himself. All right, so the last thing that I want to talk about here is the Sinoe County. My job is to help to provide information to our people. If Senator Tiaje is doing well for the people of Sinoe County, I will come here and say it. If Crayton Duncan is doing well, I will come here and say it. If Zaza is doing well, which he is, I will come here and say it. If Sonny Boy Noah is doing well, which he is not, I will come here and say it. I will come here when Lee Nambachi is leading right, I will come here and say it, which he is not. I can go on and on. So I just want to give the voters a reminder to vote wisely, not tribalistically or sectionally, okay? Because you have voted in the past on tribal grounds, on sectional grounds, and those people elected, the people you elected, they did nothing for you. And so I just wanted to urge the people, the voters, especially the young ones, you have to vote wisely in these elections. You must. It is a must. Because if you give these the wrong guys the authority, that means 6 years of your life will be wasted. Okay? So in Sinoe County, especially the senatorial race, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself, your children, a generation after you, to make the right decision, to vote the right person, which in my view, and based on the evidence, based on the facts that we have available, Zaza is the best person to be the senator of Sinoe County. It's not Crayton Duncan who, when you ask, where are you getting the money from to build all these things that you are building for yourself, he will tell you, say, I am a man, which is not the way people get money. Your gender does not necessarily give you money, all right? You must be taking the money from somewhere. Where are you taking the money from? Either from a paycheck, or from a business, or from a salary, or those things. But Crayton Duncan say, from my gender, I'm a man. I am a man. Okay, so Crayton Duncan is not honest. He is not telling you the truth. All right? He's not. He left our daughter, and he now get a Filipino wife, which means he wants to take the resources from the country to Philippines. Okay? The man is not patriotic. He's not there to give to Sinoe County. He's there to take from Sinoe County. And that is why he took companies. Crayton Duncan, he took companies to Sinoe County, and those companies are looting our resources, and nothing is being given to us. We are not getting something back from the resources. Okay? So the people of Sinoe County, the voters, especially the young ones, the elders, the old ones, the elders they are leaving. They are on their way out. Okay? If you want to squander 6 years or 9 years of your life and put it in the wrong person's hand, that is up to you. But I don't think you want to do that. So you vote Zaza, who gave us the community college, which Crayton Duncan told us the people that are running the community college, they are eating the money. All right? And so because of that, he is now following the footsteps of Zaza. As a matter of fact, he said the Caucus sent a letter. So it's because of Zaza, as a matter of fact, that letter was sent to the Caucus. Because Zaza wasn't there. Apparently, they will shove it on the road because it's the same thing. Crayton Duncan and Milton Tiaji, they were together, and people were supposed to get jobs in Sinoe County. And because of tribalism and sectionalism, they say, you know what? The Cinco and the Wakapa districts, they are buckets. All right. So the guy fought, they make the road, they pay newspapers to write, articles against people in the county, basically that's supposed to get jobs. So a Crayton Duncan and a Milton Tiaji, they are not people to trust because they fought you in the past to deny you jobs opportunity. Okay, so it is your time now to pay your debt, to revenge, and tell them you fought against our interests when you were in the Capitol building. Okay, you ran propaganda that people should not get employment, and you called districts in Sinoe County the people that are supposed to get jobs and said a bogus district. When Crayton Duncan he bought in Milton Tiaji taking people from payroll, Crayton Duncan has no position on those things. He doesn't speak up. Because he and Tiaji, they were in bed at the time. right now they are fighting over the same job, and that's why they went in different directions, But Crayton Duncan and Milton Tiaje, they are not the right people for Sinoe County. When Zaza is fighting for your interests, they are fighting Zaza, right? That's what they do. When Zaza say, okay, let's get children scholarship, Milton Tiaje will go on radio and say, you know what, the county development fund should not be used to get student scholarship. And you have press conferences, and you have interview from one radio station to another, just to make the case that our students cannot be given scholarship, or the county development funds would not be used to give students scholarship. Okay, and Milton Tiaje that will sponsor a bill to make rape the law of the land, for people to rape, and especially those that get the money. They rape people or little children, and then they go to the court and they pay money. These are things that Milton Tiaje was doing in the Senate for the past 9 years. No decent bill that Milton Tiaje sponsored that benefited you. As a matter of fact, he came to us a while ago and stood in front of Amwelu Intellectual Forum or Center in Sinoe County and said, you know what, all the bills are sponsored, nothing passed into law. Crayton Duncan step on all those bills. Even though Crayton Duncan is nowhere. Crayton Duncan never sits in the Capitol building. He's out of the country 24/7. Okay? So you don't need a Crayton Duncan. You don't need a Milton Tiaje. Okay? Show me a video. If you can show me a video where Crayton Duncan is advocating for you, the people of District Number 3, or the people of District Number 2, or the people of District Number 1, or Sinoe County as a whole. You cannot see any video out there. Crayton Duncan, people will work for him instead of paying that the children that ran campaign for him. And when he ran, a couple of years back, when he won the election, because he told the children, oh, I will pay you when I win. So lucky, he was lucky to win the election. Time to pay the children. Crayton Duncan said, I can't pay you a dime. You are a bunch of crooks. And you were calling the articles are all out there. So you don't need a man who, when you work for, that will not pay you. Even though he's working for us in the Capitol building, and he's getting paid. But when somebody works for Crayton Duncan will say, you're a crook. I'm not going to pay you. I'm not going to give you a dime. Take me to court. And he knows that he can't afford to pay lawyer fees. And that's why he said, oh, take me to court. Because he knows that he's not going anywhere. Because he got the money. He brought the companies in our creeks, our dam. The people are digging gold in Sinoe County. Companies that Crayton Duncan brought. But those areas, the people that are living around the gold and the diamond creeks, they still live in the stone age. The people cannot even build anything like a school, like a hospital, something, nothing. As a matter of fact, the company, what they are doing, they are building little tents that what they sleep in, so they can benefit the people. Just take it because they and Crayton Duncan, they struck the deal already. He got his percentage, and other people, therefore, they just try to research and leave. They don't add value to the community. The people are not benefiting nothing from those companies that Crayton Duncan carried. He carried a logging company. He saw the news article. He got 12%. What did the people get? The people of Sinoe County, District Number 1, that he is the district that he is leading, they got mocked for not due. The roads are mocked in Sinoe County District, especially the capital city where Crayton Duncan, the region that has the largest number of people. The people, the vehicles, the logging trucks, they are getting stuck right in the middle of the city, Greenville. They're getting stuck there because Crayton Duncan can't really negotiate. Crayton Duncan on the other side, Milton Tiaje on the other side, he pressing a God for killing language law, killing people. Crayton Duncan and Sonny Noah, you are in the slaughter hall now, I will kill you too. These things. So you don't need the killers. You don't need these people that are not in your interest. You need a Zaza. Home, when you curse him, he still, you know what? You go to your office, he'll help you out. He there, you advocating, sponsoring bills. I did a whole show the last time, show you some of the things you were doing. Such as the community college, he co-sponsored the bill. Tiaje himself will tell you, Zaza built the first high school outside the capital city, where Crayton Duncan and the people that were leading the country for 133 years, and they could not build a high school in the capital, outside the capital city of Sinoe County. So a Duncan and a Tiaje, they are known for you. You don't want these people. These people, they are TJ and Crayton Duncan, they are in the Capitol building for themselves. They are not there for you, the people. No, they are not there. They are not there for you. And what Crayton Duncan is following the footsteps of Milton TJ, building all these different buildings for himself. Just the same way, the same thing that Sonny Boy, because they are all in the same. Crayton Duncan is a mentor, is a mentee of TJ. And TJ, and then Sonny Boy Noah is a mentee of Crayton Duncan. So they're in the habit of building houses for themselves. They're running real estate competition using public funds. You know, that's what they do. And so the people of Sinoe County, it would behoove you to vote Zaza, because he's the right person. The record shows, the trial record of Zaza, it is impeccable. It's excellent. Okay? So this election, Sinoe County, the senator, Zaza is the best person. If you go to number 3, district number 3, College Billy Foley is the right person for district number 3. Yes. You don't need a Sonny Boy Noah. Sonny Boy Noah and Milton TJ and Crayton Duncan, they got the same philosophy. It is about themselves. You don't want those kind of people. You ask Sonny Boy Noah, what is your plan? Sonny Boy Noah will say, I have no plan. All right? I have no plan for you. And when you say, you go on radio and say, I have no plan. So you don't need a Sonny Boy Noah. Sonny Boy Noah plan is to wear gold rings and gold chains and gold watches. That's what he wants. He wants to get 2 phones. And then when you ask, what is your plan for the district that you want to represent? You say, I have no plan. I get the people hang out before that, they hang out and run it on. So like somebody goes to your house or comes to visit you, or you go to somebody and they offer you food, something to eat, or they give you a little change. You know, then in the future you're running for office, you say, you know what, I run it on why I get that person in the past. Now what I'm running on. And that's the same thing Sonny Boy Noah is doing. And he gave some mothers then baby diapers, you know, some chain, infested mattresses. Whereas he giving himself different houses. One, build this one for himself, building one for himself, building one for himself. I can go on and on, right? But that's something about Noah will say, you know what? I get somebody baby diaper, and I want to run it on. I have no platform. I have no platform. So a Sonny Boy Noah is not your choice. This is your choice for district number 3, College Billy Foley. The woman Sonny Boy Noah himself acknowledged that she is building the first economic hub in Sinoe County. Sonny Boy Noah does not respect women. So he said, what man can do, woman cannot do it. Okay? That's what Sonny Boy Noah can say. What man can do, woman cannot do it. And so as a result, he puts our ladies down. So when a woman does something good, instead of a man being a good person, and so, oh, thank you for that good job. If Sonny Boy Noah you would denigrate that thing you're doing. So College Billy Foley, the girls that Sonny Boy Noah is called, you know, woman can't do what a man can do. Those children that he's abandoned, College Billy Foley is giving the women the education so that they will learn to do what men can do, you know, even though it's not physically fighting people. That's not physical fight we're doing. We're talking about intellectual who has better ideas, right? And Sonny Boy Noah is about, you know, masculinity. You know, it's about who got more power physically. You know, it's not about intellectual power. Even though when him and College Billy Foley to go in a debate arena, he will be beaten flat, you know, because he has no ideas. And a lot of people are asking him, what's your platform? He say, oh, you know, I have no one. I mean, every one of us, we are giving somebody something one way or another. You can't use that to run on for office, for public office. Oh, I gave somebody something in the past. That's what I'm running on. Okay? The man ate my food before. And that's why I'm running on. The person had to vote for me because I gave him food before in the past. And that's one about no platform for you. It's not a platform. All right? It is not. If that is the case, then everyone else has a platform. Because somebody has given, each of us, we are giving somebody something one way or another. But you need a College Billy Foley. Sonny Boy Noah ran the Port of Greenville, and he left it like this. This is how he left the Port of Greenville. So why would you want to put somebody who left the Port of Greenville in the form? This is how it looks. Sonny Boy Noah left the port. The building at the port. These are the buildings. That's how the port looking right now. As you speak right now, this is the port of Greenville. But this is how Sonny Boy Noah looks. Before then, this is how he looking. You know, the man here before. But now, fast forward, 6 years later, Sonny Boy Noah, he building houses. These are just summary of the houses he building. I don't have time to pull all the 40 houses over here and be talking. This one is a whole mansion. You know, the man was just catering to himself. So for the district number 3 representative candidate, this woman is the best person for you because she actually cares. She has a clear vision for the district. She wrote a clear document, which she summarized on the flyer: healthcare, education, agriculture, and peace. Okay, that's somebody that you want. You don't need a Sonny Boy Noah. I would tell you, I don't have a platform. That means I have no plan for you. That's why he's telling you I have no platform. So you don't need somebody who will tell you such nonsense. Okay? Running for public office and telling you, say, oh, I gave somebody baby dapper before, so that's my platform there. I don't have platform for you. What I'm running for right now. What I did in the past is my platform. Okay? That's my plan for you. Okay? So you don't want to upgrade it so that baby dapper, the people will be begging you 24/7. What are you going to do to empower the people so they can buy their own baby diapers so you don't have to do it? What is your plan so that the people can build their own houses so you don't have to buy Chinese zinc? All right? That's what they wanted to know about Sonny Boy Noah, say what he did in the past. So when you put Sonny Boy Noah there, when he's happy, you give you baby diaper. When he's not happy, he's not going to do anything for you. Because there is nothing proclamatic, nothing that he is planning, because nobody succeeds in life without a clear plan or vision how you're going to do things. But somebody say, oh, what are they in the past? Which is not something substantial. It's not something praiseworthy. Somebody can give me baby diaper and say, oh, that baby diaper are running on. Okay. What are you going to do in the area of education, for example? What are you going to do in the area of health? What are you going to do in the area of sanitation? What are you going to do to control pollution? Those different things. What's the policy? What are your ideas? But no, Sonny Boy Noah say, I gave somebody bag of rice before, and that's what I'm running on. Okay? And the college Ebele is telling you, I am a professional nurse. I've been practicing for many years, and we need good healthcare system. I'm going to advocate. What I need is to put me in the Capitol building, give me that platform. I will domestically, I will engage internationally, I will engage so that we can help our people. I'm a nurse. Education. Our children need to be academically empowered. Formally or informally, we need that knowledge so that we can be competitive. I don't know why I like the word competitive, but so we can be viable, so we can be relevant to society as well. We don't want to be liability. We don't want to just be taker and not contributors. So how do you contribute is to, get the knowledge, the skills so that you can contribute. Agriculture, we need to feed ourselves. We can be begging. We can be 176 years old, and then we are begging other countries to give us rice. And so, College Ebele Foley, that's something she's running on. We must produce our own food. We should be able to feed ourselves. An independent country is a country that feeds her own citizens. Okay? Of course, the likes of TIG, the likes of Sonny Boy Noah, they believe in inciting violence, right? You saw that during Sonny Boy, their CDC primary, all right? Inside, no primary was held. The man incited his boys. They went there and just scattered the whole thing. They started a fight there. The next day, CDC is corrupt. They came over and said Sonny Boy Noah won primary, even though there was no primary held. The other candidates, that's why you see, man, Guru is in the race right now, even though he's part of the coalition, but he's running against Sonny Boy Noah in district number 3 because of the injustice on the part of Sonny Boy Noah, So if Sonny Boy Noah is not treating you as port manager, put in this Capitol building, then you finish, all right? Where you will have to wait for 6 years. So for 6 years, Sonny Boy Noah he will not listen to you. Okay, so but College Ebele Foley is the right person. And district number for the Senate race, you need a Zaza. So once you get a Zaza, you'll be good. You need somebody, a leader who is honest, a leader with integrity, I mean, somebody who is who believes in social justice and equality. You need somebody who believes in education and development. Mr. Zaza, a university, St. Michael's University, based in New York, they send people back in Liberia to get the man honorary doctorate degree for human capacity building, for development, basically. You know, so it's the man. When people can leave their jobs in the U.S. and go down to give this man doctorate degree to honor him for the job he is doing, that's the man you need to improve the condition of the people. You don't need people that are hustlers that are only there, like Crayton Duncan, that are there to just hustle, you know, on the people. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you today for the show. And next week, we're gonna bring the supporter of Zaza. They will be here to talk about the campaign and stuff like that, so that you know the progress that has been made in Sinoe County, how the people are receiving them on the campaign trails and stuff like that. I think the lawmaker and himself should be in county by next week. You know, be in Sinoe to meet up with the people. I was told some of the guys that went to engage the people, they said they want to see the lawmaker himself, even though he's been seeing them before, but they want to see him before they put him back, you know, for the last time, you know, just interact with them a little bit more. And then election, they put him back in the Senate, and remove TIJ and remove Crayton Duncan, who real estate business. All right, guys, I want to say thank you so much for joining us today. And again, always don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page, Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Esoteric. Have a wonderful day. And we will see you next week. All right, next week, we want to see you on the platform here to talk more of Sinoe. I see no comments yet. The only comment I see here from the young man, Aloysius. All right, guys, thank you so much.